Perfect.
Hey everyone, this is Sherron, the Modern Savvy CPA, and today we have my beloved videographer Chala, and she's gonna be vlogging for the whole day and following me around. I have a really busy day today. I'm speaking at Fem City luncheon first, and then we are going to be meet with a photographer that I'm going to be in her gallery show for 40 under 40 40 over 40 women. I wish I was under 40. And then we have a few different things that we're going to be filming today for the YouTube channel, and we are also going to be doing supper club with the Women of Wellington, which is a group that I'm very passionate about. I wanted to talk to you guys about something really interesting that I've been doing a lot of research on trending topics and the things that you guys want to know. I want to learn about when it comes to finance, taxes, and accounting, because I definitely want to be able to reach you guys on the topics that you want to know about. And the one topic that I found that was interesting last night that I thought was super interesting for us to talk about, and I might do a short video on YouTube on this, is that between now and 2026, the amount of millionaires are going to be doubled. Can you imagine that? One of the reasons is because of post-COVID. Post-COVID, we had lots of young millennials, Gen Z, Gen generation that are getting more interested in investing, which is awesome because, you know, in my generation, my dad never really did anything with investing other than buy his home or anything having little to do with real estate. He never invested in the stock market. Can you imagine if he bought me and my sisters maybe 2 stock of Disney in 1980 something? I mean, well, Disney might not be a good one, but whatever was out there at that time, it would be worth, I'm going to look that up. And when I do my video, I'll tell you guys. But because coming from a poor environment and coming from poor neighborhoods, you feel like investing in the stock market and investing in general is not something that's attainable. But let me tell you, it's easier more now than ever to start investing. You start having money, you start investing. You don't even have to be 18. You could have an account with your parents if you're younger than 18, like I did with my kids, and you start dabbling in the market and understanding what's happening. I am going to get gas now because you know what? I am always low on gas. My husband swears that I will run out of gas one day, and that will probably be true. But he's the one that's always running out of gas. Isn't that funny? So continuing our conversation when it comes to investing, you need to have an entrepreneurial mindset. If you don't have an entrepreneurial mindset, you're going to be doing 9 to 5 all the time. You're going to lock yourself into 9 to 5 all the time. Now, that I'm not saying that 9 to 5 is not a bad thing, is a bad thing to do. It is definitely something that you need to have. You need to have a job. You need to start out learning like that. And you learn a lot. I've learned a lot from being employed, but it's not always going to be the state that you're going to be in or that you want to be in if you want to build your success. And success is about building blocks. And having an entrepreneurial mindset doesn't necessarily mean that you are that you're going to be an entrepreneur. It just means you have an open mind. You're thinking outside of the box. You're wondering what you can do and how you can build on your success to move on in life. You're not just going to work like a machine. You come back and that's all you do. Your entrepreneurial mindset is exploring all of your options, be willing to learn, working with those things. And if you as a person, regardless of what you're doing in your life at this moment, have an entrepreneurial mindset and is willing to work towards that, you are part of the way there in being successful in many ways. Because you got to remember that all of the success means happiness, wellness. in health, in wealth, in overall being. So you do all of this to do that. And having an entrepreneurial mindset means you have an open mind. You're not being a naysayer, and you're asking for things, you're doing things. I'm going to do a video on this on YouTube about what are the things that keep poor people poor. And one of the things is that they believe that they can't do it. They believe that other people have opportunities that they don't have, and that's why they're successful. I agree that everybody have different opportunities, and we all have different opportunities that are somewhat easier and not and better than others. But that shouldn't stop you from doing what you want to do, or aspiring to your dreams and using the opportunities that come about to you. You might not have the same one that someone else have, but you have those opportunities once you look for them. I'm a very firm, faithful person. And I believe that God is giving us signs everywhere we go. He's showing us the way. And the people who are not successful are the ones that are making up their own mind and closing their minds off and not looking for the opportunities that He's leading us to, not going towards the destiny that He has. Don't get me wrong, I'm always planning. I have plans for everything. But I'm guaranteeing myself that whatever my plan is, it's almost never going to be everything that God has planned for me. So I will plan and I will walk along my road, and there will be hills and valleys and rivers and everything that is part of the plan. So you have to be willing, you have to have a plan, but you have to be willing to ride those hills and valleys and swim those trenches when you need to. So, because that's all part of the plan. That's all part of your destiny. And you need to have an open mind about it. They say glass half full, glass half empty. An optimistic attitude about everything that happens to you in your life. You have to have that. Don't get me wrong. Again, I am not always optimistic. I do have my times where I cry, or I need my coffee, or I need my glass of wine, or a couple of glasses of wine, or my raspberry martini, or whatever it is that makes me feel better after something hard has happened or something difficult has happened in my life. And trust me, my 48 years of was living is not without hurdles. There were many along the way, but they've all made me stronger. So you have to use those hurdles, those trenches and valleys, to make sure that you are learning from them, because what's not a blessing is a lesson. So you need to definitely do that. So of course, the other thing you need to know about me, I'm always a little bit late. I try not to be, but I have 5 million other things that I try to do in between. Like I needed gas today, which I didn't even realize. So we're going to be maybe a couple of minutes late to Fem City, but we're definitely, the first part of it is networking anyway. And I think I'm late because I like to make an entrance. Chala is laughing at me. She knows I'm right.
Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, feel free to give me a follow to get updated on new and upcoming episodes, and listen in every Tuesday and Thursday, where I teach you smart money habits so you can make better money choices with a financial goal focus.